Hi guys, welcome to Let's Learn. In this video, we are going to discuss about the French. Although the French sailed towards east in the 16th century, their arrival to the Indian coast was late. They were the last Europeans to come to India. In 1664, during the reign of Louis XIV, his famous minister Colbert laid foundation to French East India Company, and it was granted 50-year monopoly on French trade in India. In 1667, Francois Scarron headed an expedition to India, setting up a factory in Surat. In 1669, he constructed a factory in Masulipatanam. In 1673, French obtained permission from Shaista Khan, the Mughal Subedar of Bengal, to establish a township at Chandarnagar near Calcutta. In 1673, Sher Khan Lodi, the governor of Vaikundapuram under Bijapur Sultan, granted Francois Martin a site for settlement, and in 1674, Pondicherry was founded. The French established factories particularly in the coastal regions like Mahi, Karaikal, Balasore and Kasim Bazar. French faced so many setbacks in India. One of them was the war with the Dutch. Dutch captured Pondicherry in 1693, and after signing the Treaty of Ryswick, Pondicherry was returned to the French. Ryswick is in Netherlands. After this, the French business started to flourish, but this didn't last for long, because in Europe, Spanish War of Succession had started. So the French was unable to run some of their factories, and they abandoned the factories in Surat and Masulipatanam. The French in India had another setback when Francois Martin died on 1706. The reorganization of the company took place in 1720. This was done by two French governors, Lannoy and Dumas. Even though the British and the French came to India for trading, they were ultimately drawn into the politics of India. Both had the vision of establishing political power over the region. The Anglo-French rivalry in India began with the outbreak of Austrian War of Succession and ended with the conclusion of 7 Years' War. Both these wars were in Europe. Even though these wars are fought in Europe, we can see its effects in India, like the three Carnatic Wars, which decided once and for all that the English and not the French were to become masters of India. I will explain about the Carnatic Wars in 3 separate videos. The cause of the French failure was because the English company was a private enterprise with less government involvement, so they could make decisions themselves and very fast, while the French company was owned and regulated by the government, so there was always delay in decision making. The English navy was superior to the French, and it helped them to cut off all vital sealings of the French. The English had Calcutta, Bombay and Madras, whereas the French only had Pondicherry. The French subordinated their trade to territorial ambition, but the English always kept that in balance. Now let's revise. In 1664, Colbert, the minister of Louis XIV, founded the French East India Company. In 1667, Francois Scarron sets up factory in Surat. In 1669, starting factory in Masulipatanam. In 1673, French got permission to build a township in Chandarnagar. French started factories in Mahi, Balasore, Karaikal and Kasim Bazar. In 1693, war with the Dutch and losing Pondicherry to Dutch. 1697, by Treaty of Ryswick, Dutch returned Pondicherry to French. Due to Spanish War of Succession in Europe, French had to abandon factories in Surat and Masulipatanam. In 1706, death of Francois Martin. In 1720, French company got reorganized. Anglo-French rivalry led to three Carnatic wars, and in the end, English was victorious over the French and drew them out of trade in India. That's all about the French. Please share and subscribe for more videos. Thank you and have a nice day.